Okay, yeah, we are. I'm gonna direct channel these guys. They're coming through. I can see like four kind of like figures or like rainbow and light coming, like leaning in, saying we are the rainbow beings. uh we are connecting through this channel with you, as she has indeed been connecting with our light codes through a book written by another one of our channels. We have come through with teachings of divine union and sacred sexuality for Natalie and many, many others. And today we would like to talk to you about the process of divine union within, the process of the union between the feminine and the masculine within yourself and within your own soul. They're showing me a lily pad with flowers on. We would like to remind you that at this time, you are all still opening up just like a flower on a lily pad. And you are going through this process of ascension, this process of becoming whole within the sacred self, petal by petal. Some of you have already opened most of your petals and you are almost ready to go out and bloom into the world. And others of you are still but a small bud in the middle of that lily pad, floating around in the pond, wondering where you're going and what you are doing. We would like to bring a message of comfort with you at this time, that you are all exactly where you need to be. You're all at the right point on your own journey. There is no being behind or getting ahead. All of this is a linear illusion created by the constructs of your human reality. We would like to guide you away from these constructs now and allow you to just envision yourselves floating on a lily pad in a pond, nothing to do, nowhere to go. We would invite you please to close your eyes as we guide you through some visualizations and energy activations that will help your soul progress into divine union within the self. We would like you to feel yourself floating now, floating in the middle of a pond or a lake. Imagine that you are sitting on a lily pad, dear ones, just like a little frog. Imagine yourselves as a flower. You can get a sense of how open your flower is today, how many petals are blooming. If you are feeling closed off, that is absolutely fine. If you're feeling open, that is fine. Try not to judge where you are, just be on the lily pad as this flower. Try and notice as you float on this lily pad, whether the water underneath you may be feeling rather rough or rather smooth. Do you feel comfortable sitting on that lily pad, or is this bringing up resistance as we are talking to you right now? Those of you feeling any resistance, we would invite you to try and localize this around the body. So tune into your body and see where you are feeling this resistance. In this channel right now, we are noticing that she is feeling resistance in her chest and sacral area. We would suggest that the chest may be feeling tight with the collective generally at the moment. As this channel mentioned earlier on, the chest and the lungs are all to do with grief and letting go. Many of you are going through a grieving process, not just for the old you that you used to be, but also the old ways of society, the old ways of living, and the old timelines that you are shedding. We invite you to breathe deeper right now. Take a couple of long grounding breaths on your lily pad. Try and tune in and feel the air around you. Imagine the sun shining down on your skin. We would invite you to place your hands together in a form of prayer pose, or stacking one on top of each other in your lap, just so that you are feeling more held. Your hands are great channels of energy. They may be channeling energy right now, but this is going to help you anchor the frequencies that we are bringing into you. So holding your hands together, either palm to palm or holding them together on top of each other, however it feels comfortable to you. Just this connection of the hands is going to help the connection of the flow of energy around your body. We will now bring through some energy activations in the form of your so-called light language. through this channel. Tu siartu niatu kia sukiretu sikartu namuyata ti surta niatu tia katayas yatu siartu mayati surta yati kartun niapotaya miartu miatu tiartu tiartu siartu imoya tapuikaya ismut siayo tiatu niapmut niatu yat niakutsia niat niat nuyata sikuyat duet niatu dai dus ja suya do yes uet niat nuat si artu muy eyes imagine these light codes flowing into your body, flowing in through your chakras, in through your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, and then anchoring down into the lower chakras, through the heart, into the solar plexus, into the sacral chakra, into the root chakra, and out into your lily pad, into the flow of water beneath you. Siakutsut niatus ais uinam yasikui atapus yatut naput saya potisut aya no yatartut yakut aisa mut sia uyat ortaput siakart moyata asa isukui kat nuya sakar niatort moyata tapayata. Some of you may feel that the flower you are sitting in or becoming may slightly start to open and soften as we bring in through these transmissions. You may feel that your body starts to relax and soften. Again, you may find some resistance to these codes coming in. We invite you to breathe into any areas you feel resistance and just lovingly send any stagnant energy down out the root into the lily pad and into the water beneath you. Certo, noi siato calcio katamoya certo mia sia e se kuiti as kudno mota bu kut urta bude utati kudnut ato kaya tot sniarto monati ato ya e poi ya siarto muya asa e ria tu zuretayata. We invite you now, and as we are saying this, we can feel resistance coming from the channel. We invite you now to place 2 fingers of your dominant hand over your belly button. As we bring through the rest of the codes, this will help them anchor into your center. If you feel uncomfortable using 2 fingers as the channel does, you may place a palm over the belly button. Sukuti atut atut nus tujusi artu du bongan so itatut I sukurta tata ya usar no tikar tuskar to bubia ta ko atuna sutsayo tumonaya tata. And again, place your hands in your lap or wherever they feel comfortable as you feel these codes anchor once again into the root, into the lily pad, and into the water beneath you. Again, breathing deeply, breathing down into the pelvic bowl, breathing all the way. Imagine breathing past your lungs, expanding the air into your body, not just your lungs. When you breathe with your whole body. You do not just breathe into the lungs. You breathe air and oxygen into every single cell. Focusing only on the lungs. Focusing, excuse me, that was my human tongue getting in the way. Focusing only on the lungs reduces the capacity of your lungs and therefore the capacity of the breath. We would now invite you to bring some more visualizations into where you are with this lily pad. Those of you who find it hard to picture in your head, we would invite you to reframe the word visualization as something you can experience, experiencing the energy and experiencing the deep knowing of what you are experiencing while you're experiencing it and where you are going. So please now we would like you to visualize and experience yourself again floating on this lily pad. And we would like you to become aware of your surroundings. How big is the water that you're sitting on, that you're floating in? Where is the nearest land? Is it behind you or in front of you? Do you recognize this land? Is it light? Does it feel dark? Is there colors? I would like you now to set the intention of moving towards, once again, your highest timeline, the highest land, the place where you are supposed to be moving towards. We would like to remind you that although we are directing your focus within this session, you may carry on floating for a while yet. But we know that as humans, you enjoy having focus on a particular point. This particular point may change. But for today, having a focus on a particular point in time and a particular point in energy. So we are refocusing you towards the energy rather than a specific destination. So allow yourself to refocus towards the energy, which may manifest as an island or a land or a city. And we would invite you to start to float towards this space now. Allow yourself to float towards this energy and feel how the energy in your own body shifts. Notice if there's any particular colors coming towards you. Notice if these colors may correspond to a chakra, or if you're feeling the energy in a certain area of your body or a certain chakra. And then also notice if this is the same area you may have felt resistance before. If you're still feeling any resistance within your body, you may invite this energy into this area to help attune this area to your new frequencies, to these new light codes, to this new way of being. We would then invite you to become aware of a giant rainbow forming above you. This may be a traditional rainbow shape, or it may be an entirely new shape. You may feel the rainbow around you. You may feel it behind you, above you. You may feel the rainbow appear in the water beneath you. But invite now a rainbow of color and sound and sight and feeling. Once again, feeling if this energy of this rainbow resonates anywhere, particularly in your body, or if any of the colors or sections of the rainbows appear brighter or feel stronger. We would invite you to sit in the frequency of this beautiful rainbow for a few moments, in stillness, in silence, focusing on breathing deeply, breathing in the energy, breathing in the frequencies, breathing in the color, even if you cannot perceive them with your inner sight. Feeling what each color feels like. What does the frequency of green or purple or yellow feel like? Notice how you may feel right now as though you are sitting in wholeness, not needing anything, not needing to go anywhere, not needing to be anyone, not needing to be with anyone. Just sitting in wholeness, surrounded by your rainbow, floating on a lily pad. We would like to suggest to you that this feeling of wholeness is one that is fully accessible to you at any point in space or time. That this feeling of wholeness feels familiar, as it is our natural way of being. And this feeling of wholeness is what we are trying to help the human race come back to through the process of ascension, through the process of remembering that we are not separate, remembering that we are all we are and all we need to be in this moment, and remembering that we are whole. This is the feeling of divine union. You may experience divine union with another, but we'd like to remind you that you can always experience divine union within yourself. We wanted you to experience this frequency today and help you remember what it feels like to become the all, to become whole, to just be connected with all there is, all there was, and all there will be, just floating. We are now continuing to channel light codes through this channel silently to you here in the form of energy waves to help attune you to this frequency. We would like to now invite you to slowly come back, bringing this frequency with you and anchoring in this frequency to your physical space. So allow your surroundings to slowly melt away, bringing your awareness back internally into the body, into the space you're in. Feeling into the seat you're sitting on, feeling back into the physical, maybe moving the hands and fingers. And fully keeping this feeling of wholeness, this frequency with you as we bring it back into the current now, anchoring it back into the 3D reality, into the 3D existence, into this grounded earth. Part of the great work on this earth for many light workers, in fact, all light workers, is being able to anchor the frequency, not just within spiritual practice, not just within meditation, not just when you are directly connecting with us and other beings, but to anchor it back into every moment, every moment of your existence, every part of your existence, every area of your life, every area of your home, your car, where you work, where you walk, bringing this frequency with you everywhere into the body. And as you do, helping others to anchor this frequency just by being. You do not need to do anything. You do not need to chase anything. You do not need to actively try. Just by anchoring this frequency, just by being you, by being here, and just by being, you are helping anchor this frequency on the earth. And we are eternally grateful for this. We will always be here for you to contact for anything that you need. Whenever you need to come back to wholeness, ask for the rainbow beings. And we love you all so very much.